All right. Hopefully, this one works better. All right. Okay. All right. We are set. Stream is good. Now we must wait for one to join. Let me get the link. Think it is just me. What is commentary? Alright, looks like we're beginning qualifying. I didn't know we were reddening up so fast. Alright, let's wait for everyone already up. Two, one, and I think we should be good to start already. Gotta work to get everything up. Alrighty. Alright, we're in. Looks like nobody has went out yet. Let's see. Who will be our first one on out of pits? I think they're just getting time to adjust their setups and everything. Oh, so we got some action in the pit lane. It's a Ferrari. So far, the only one out. Let's see what he can do. On his out lap so far. Actually, I should probably pull some stats to see where I haven't really been up tapped into tier 2 like that. Hold on. Let's see, Hoops currently 9th in the standings. Has raced 3 races. No podiums. Oh no. Could still get Roscoe and Yair, currently tied. Has 2 Haas cars in front of him in the standings. Not bad. Alright, now we got more people out. We have, let's see, Big B, Roscoe, New Man. Alright, Oops starting his first flying lap into turn 1. So he doesn't really hug the apex as much. It's right back on the battery deployment. Very high downforce track. Let's see what he can do into turn 3. Goes low instead of going for the slingshot off the top. I'm not sure if that is the preferred line. Let's see, he might get a bit of a toe here. From the Red Bull. Could be dirty as well. Lets him go. He's pretty clean so far. Big B coming through to start his lap. Still looks tidy. 30%. Let's see how much he saves for that run on the banking. Yep, another purple sector 2 to be expected. See out the final corner. Keeps it within track limits. DRS open. Battery being dumped all the way. Let's see what he could do. Gets a bit of a toe from the Alpine in front to 110.4. Who's next up? Roscoe. Oh, he's just set a purple sector 1. Roscoe on a bit of a flyer. Ooh, goes a little wide. He's in the grass. All time is not lost, though. Let's see if he can get his exit right. Doesn't lay much on the battery. Looks like we have a caution in his area. Seems like he'll be alright, though. Through the stadium section. Ooh, a little nervous on the power there. To the final corner. Right back on the power. DRS open. Is he going to get on the battery? Now he will. A little messy. Very slow. It's like 112.7. Bacon just started his lap. See where he goes. I'm pretty sure he's one of the championship contenders. Top 5 in the standings right now. Let's see, where does this Sector 1 put him? Prid making his return to the top of the time speeds. Turn to F1. Making his return back to where he left off. To the top by about, maybe was that 0.6 of a second. Good start for our returning Prid. See what Bacon does. Purple Sector 2. Feels like a pretty good lap. The Alpines might be in contention for a good constructors result this race. Let's see what he can do out the final corner. Very tidy. There's a lot of battery deployment. Didn't really mess with the deployment as much. Let's see what he can do. 10.3, he goes to P2 on the board, right behind Fred. Fred, out of Sector 1, doesn't really get anything. Out of purple. Oh, and that's an invalidation. He jumps the curb just slightly too high. I think Roscoe might be on an in-lap here. Yep, a person comes into the pits. Yair, I think, is still on a lap. This might be Tim trying to book his first one. Pretty much everybody almost back in the pits. We got a few finishing their laps. Oh! Postman goes to the top of the board with a 109.8, just marginally ahead of Prid. Less than a tenth between the two. Very good opening lap from him. Currently top 3 in the standings right now. Now, where is our championship leader? On a lap currently. Don't know what his Sector 1 was, but let's have a look as he's about to cross the Sector 2 timing line. Purple. Oh, but he invalidates it. Trying to look for just slightly too much. Imagine he'd peel into the pits. Still, these drivers have times. They have time for 2 more flying laps. And yeah, as predicted, he'll back out of that one. Looks like we got a few coming out for their second flying laps. Puck just starting his lap now. What he can do. Okay. Doesn't look too bad, turn 1. This bit's kind of hard to get right. Alright. Let's see what the Sector 1 is. He doesn't have a lap on the board currently. Purple Sector 1. Is this track ramping up? Well, Pug is second in the championship. So he is a fast driver. Let's see. See if he can continue this momentum into Sector 2. Here we go. Gunning down straight into the stadium section. Purple Sector 2. Can he hang it on for just one more corner? Just needs to nail this one. Dump the battery out of the corner. And he does just that. Gets on the DRS. This might put him to the top. Let's see what it can give him. Oh, and it's a 10.3. Just not enough. That Sector 3 wasn't it. Very unfortunate. Bacon back on his out lap. Roscoe's still in the pits. Let's see who else is on a lap. Solid Harmony is on a lap. Doesn't look invalidated. I don't know what it's... He's on mediums. That is an interesting call. He is on the medium tire. Where does that put him? P11. Interesting. Just missed Razor's sector 2, but let's see what he can get as he heads into the final corner. Plenty of battery. Ooh, gets on the grass a little bit. See what it is across the line. P9 with a 111.2. This field spread is actually looking pretty close. Most of them are within the 10s here. Alright, both Postman and Prid are on their outlaps. Prid now about to start his lap. Let's go on board with the returning FRL legend. He starts his lap. Pretty tidy turn 1. See what he can do through here. Infamous high bank turn 3. Okay. Pretty tidy. What was that? It's a purple sector 1. Marginally up on what was his best. See what he can do in sector 2. Looks very tidy. Looking good. See, we barreled onto the timing line into the stadium section. Full 10th and almost a half found. 10th and a quarter found there in sector 2. That's another purple. See if he can nail this corner right here. Yes, it looks pretty good. See what they can do. Should be to the top of the boards, and yes, he does. 109.7. Oh, Postman slots. Oh no, Postman didn't even set his lap yet. Oh, but he's a 10th up in sector 1 with a purple. Postman might be on a fly here. Can he respond to Frid's provisional pole time? Mind you, they still do have enough time for one more flying lap. Ooh, as I hesitate on the power a little bit there. See how much he can get in sector 2. And he's found 3/10. Oh my goodness. In sector 2, he just has to hang on. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer out of the stadium section. Let's see if he can get any of it back in the final corner. That looks pretty tidy. He has enough battery to make it to the end. Let's see what this will get him. And it's a 109.4. Clears Prid by about 3/10. Oh my goodness, what a lap. Alright, they have time to go for one more. Anyone else on laps? Oh, JT invalidated his effort. But he does have a lap on the board. He's currently P5 right now. Oh, and he's missed the pit entry. Oh no. Can he do that? Oh, I guess he can. That was interesting. That was something. Yeah, he missed the pit entry completely. Oh my, okay. Let's see, Razor doesn't look like he's in... Actually, wait, no, that was the sector 1, I think. Let's see. What does the sector 2 have? Ah, he's a second. Yeah, no. This won't be an improvement. What about Yair? Coming through sector 1 time board. Ah, he's two seconds up. These might be after their hot laps. Oh, Pug is already back on his out lap, about to start his, I'd imagine, final flying lap. Not sure if they have another set after this. It'd be close if he can do it. Let's see. We can do on this lap. This might be the lap that he needs to count here. Has to find almost a second to contend for pole. Can he do it? Sector 1 looked okay. See what the timing says. Ooh, marginally up. No purple. But he's up on his time. See what he can do through sector 2. Seems like he's getting the car to rotate just fine. Definitely trying to save some battery for the banking. Sector 2, oh, marginally down. Can he improve? There's one more corner to go. Oh, was in slightly too high of a gear there. Let's see. Is it enough? And he's gonna dive into the pits. Seems like a wise decision. He can get his next flying lap, or what could be his true final flying lap. If they come out with about a minute 30 left, they can still make it around. I can imagine it might be a bit of a cue to try to get some draft here. Alright. New man about to start his lap. Oh, looks like Fred's retired from the session. So that's his qualifying over. Yes, so there's a chance that all the drivers behind him could get better lap times. We'll have to see. Man has some traffic in front of him. Should be able to clear him. Is he up on his time? No, he's not. Slightly down. Will he catch these two cars in front? Ooh. Looks like he'll back out of that. Alright. Let's go on board with Hoops. Let's see what's up. He's about to start his, I'd imagine, final attempt. Looks like the Kick Sauber is right behind him as well. Traffic lets him through. Oh, Postman retires from the session. I think he has a thought he might have pole locked up here. Prid, does he have anything to say to that? Can he respond? Oh, and Oops goes wide and has a bit of a spin. Does he rejoin safely? Doesn't get in the way of anybody. Absolutely demolishes the board though. Alright, Prid, about to start his final flying lap. Let's see what he can do, if anything. Looks like the Williams behind him is getting a bit of a tow. On board with Prid. Can he get the lap to take down Postman? Looked much better than his second one. Whoa, but he's marginally down. Still time. Oh, but he goes wide. And that is his qualifying over. Unfortunate for Prid King. What about Bacon? He's found time, but it's not enough to put him ahead of anyone. But who? Does slot in right behind his teammate though, Prid. Postman is right in the mix. Let's see if Hooman has anything to answer. No, he's down a ton. Let's see our championship leader here. What does he have, if any? Oh, but this is his outlap. Oops is, I believe, a 10th down. Oh no, he's marginally up. I was lying. Let's see if he can get enough to bring him back up into maybe the top 5. Just needs 2/10. He's gonna have some slipstream. Oh, but just slightly too much. Let's see, maybe he can get a bit of a slip. And he's gonna go into pits. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see, Big B. Looks like this might be our qualifying order. We might have Postman on pole, followed by the 2 Alpines of Prid and Bacon. Let's see. Big B across the line. And he goes 6th. The with a 10.2, barely ahead of our championship leader JTV by, what is that, 1,000? Oh my goodness. Barely got the lap out. I see what Pug, oh no, Pug already crossed the line. These guys are in pit, so yeah, looks like that is our qualifying over. Postman on pole, followed by Prid and Bacon in the Alpines. Boomman fourth for the McLaren, fifth is a Williams. Pug, Bigby sixth, JTV in the Mercedes seventh, Hoops eighth, Kick Sauber ninth. It was pretty good. I did not expect such a powerful lap though from Postman. Wow. Look at that, 3/10. Wow. No time set for the other Kick Sauber. It's gonna be a bit of a task. Alpine right now are seventh in the constructors. This race is an opportunity for them. Maybe they can bring some sort of a fight. Oh, already starting. 5 red lights are on. And it's lights out, and away we go. For the Dutch Grand Prix, it looks like Postman gets out. General Lead has a good start. Oh, and there's a Williams tagged around at the first corner. Big pileup. In turn one, looks like that was Pug who got tagged. That was a big pileup at turn one. Postman extends his lead. Bacon gets ahead of Prid on the start. Bigsby gets promoted up to P5. Up P4, sorry. Timing's bugged. It says 8 persons leading. Oh my goodness. What was that? Yeah, no, everyone kind of just piled up. We have now the two, what is this? The two Kick Saubers now in the top 10. Oh, Alexter from last on the grid is now up into the top 10. I think he might have wing damage though. No, maybe not. Hold on. Oh no, yes he does. He does have an end plate missing. Defending now. Back to the lead battle. Frid is now out of DRS, I think. Postman sets the fastest lap immediately. And, oh, Hoops gets a 10-second for no, Roscoe! Roscoe gets spun around in the final corner. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Let's see, biggest gainer obviously is Alex here. Let's see what we have on tires. Okay, so we have our top 2 right now on the mediums. And then Prid onwards down. Looks like they're going to try the reverse to their strategy. Is this race a potential one-stop? don't know how harsh his inboard is on the tires. It looks like Postman has broken out of DRS range from Bacon. As we have another Haas around in Sector 2, it's Yair. I have no idea what happened there. Pug is already back up to 8th after being spun around at the first corner. It was a bit of a messy start. Another fastest lap set by Postman. Bacon is starting to gain now. Bigsby gets by Prid into turn 1, possibly with DRS assistance. There's like a big shakeup here in the position standings. Can Bacon bring a bit of a fight now? Is Prid hanging strong with this with Bigsby? He is. Let's see. Let's see if Prid can attack back into turn 1. Still managing to keep the gap close, but they're letting the top 2 run away. Maybe that's just the medium tire advantage. Looks like the air is off again. Oh my goodness. Chaos. Let's see, Prid is still in DRS. Oh, Bacon is also in DRS. Bacon had big time gains through Sector 2. Let's see. Not really laying on the batteries, just the DRS. He gains a lot toward the end there, but can't get the move done. Ooh, Prid gets by Bigsby just at the end of the straight. What can Bacon do? Is he looking to take the lead early? Maybe keep his tires in check slightly? Oh, Alexter gets a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane. Safety car would be beneficial for him. He can get that penalty served, but that is unfortunate. The dirty air keeping Bacon just slightly too far. It's not really leaning on the battery too much. What are their batteries looking like? Bacon just has slightly more. Prid isn't leaning on it that much either. Another DRS zone. Let's see. How much can he gain through here? Quite a good amount. Does Bacon have a fighting chance now into turn 1? Can he keep this gap close? Does he get on the battery? Gap is about 5/10. There's a chance. He's not really using too much of it. Now he's using battery. Doesn't look like it'll be enough. Oh, but he gets really close under braking. Bigsby gets a pass. Prid again. These two are just trading spots. It's losing them time. They're down 4 down. Now almost 5 seconds. Still lead back. So this is the battle for the final podium spot. Ooh, big loose for Prid. Now he has gotten dropped slightly by Bigsby. 2-man now getting back into the fight. Razor having to find another almost 5 seconds himself. Take it back into the fight, and JTV gets a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane as well. Oh my goodness, not a good day for the championship leader as of late. Let's see if Postman will defend. Currently not really using any of his battery. He might be saving this. Now he's gonna dump down the straight. So is Bacon. Gaining. Does he make the move? No, he doesn't. It shows the nose. We have McLaren spun around. That's styled Harmony. Oh no. Oh no. Seems like he gets it going again. Stays ahead of the Sauber. But right now we have a thrilling fight for the lead out of turn 3. Looks like Postman gets just a slightly better exit. Looks like he's holding on to his battery just to dump it down the main straight. Bacon's not really using as much of his. Let's see. Bigsby got passed again by Prid on the main straight. Yeah, these two are going at it left and right. Snowman is just slightly out of range to make any moves. Let's see, does Bacon go for anything here? Both are equal on tires. Let's see, does he get on the battery? Now he does. Looks like he's going to make a charge for the lead. Postman on the battery, yes he is. Is it going to be enough? Not quite. Postman just goes slightly wide. But he gets the run off the corner. A lot of elevation change. A lot of banking. Whoa, Postman just gets him on the exit. Bigby didn't make a move into turn 1. Prix still remains ahead. Let's see what's going on here. Oh! I think that might just be dirty air restrictions. Not much. It doesn't look like much fighting's going on at the back. They're all kind of strung out. Let's go back with the lead battle. They're still very close with each other. Let's see. Much closer than before. Gets back on the battery. Let's see if a move can be made. Gaining, gaining, gaining. Does he go for the move? No, he doesn't. Just showing his cards. He is there. Bigby gets right back past Prid, though, on the main straight. And JTB is out of the session. It's crashed. Is this a safety car? It looks like it is. A VSC, maybe? Safety car? I did not see what happened to him. But the Mercedes has crashed, I would imagine, around turn 3 area. That's right after where you exit out of pit lane. Looks like it might just be a VSC. I think I don't see any safety cars coming out of pit lane. Bacon just trying to hang with the Ferrari. Oh, and track is green flagged again as we go back racing. These two have had enough time to build their batteries back up, but that DRS advantage is too large to defend. Bacon keeps it quite close and looks like he might just get the move done here with the DRS. Goes high on the banking. Postman defends low. Bacon goes high. Can he get the move done around the outside of turn 1? He'll clear him before they turn in. And Bacon gets the lead. That's our first lead change of the day. Prid also gets back past Bigby. Can Postman hang on to the back and go deliver a counterattack? Seems like the Dirty Air is just limiting him slightly as he gets a bit of a slide in the exit at turn 3. It's a great move from Bacon. Now he can reap the rewards of clean air and see how far he can bring those mediums. I'm not sure when these hards will start having more of an advantage. The gap still is around where it left off, around 5 seconds. Postman burning battery, try to catch back up. Gap at around 6/10. Can he gain anything? Let's see if he's going to try to deliver any blows with the DRS. He'll get it down the main straight. Let's see how far can he close up. Gaining, but it doesn't look like it'll be enough. He'll just have to keep it right behind. Goes a little bit wide. Does he get the drive off? Doesn't look like it. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle for Bacon. Does he get the drive off? Looks like he does. Gets that slight little slingshot off the top lane. What is going on in this top half? Let's see if we can gain anything with this little DRS straight we have here. Ooh, get on the grass a little bit. Postman trying to find anything he can. Doesn't look like there'll be much. Barely in the DRS. Gonna have to try to gain anything he can. Oh, Postman comes into the pits. Alright, Postman is in the pits. Mows Prix up to P2. Bacon's gonna need to run away. I'd imagine his pit window is very, very soon. I don't think they're gonna be able to nurse those hard 26 laps, so I think it's going to be a 2-stop. We'll see what Bacon does. Does he come in at the end of this lap to cover off what could be an undercut? Let's see. Does he come? Oh, Postman comes out in a bit of traffic over here. Two cars battling for position in front of him. It's the battle for P5 right now, around the outside of both of them. Wow. Oh, one of them was a Kick Sauber who was getting lapped. He got penalized for blue flags. So only one of them was positioned. That was Pug in the Williams. His next position is this Kick Sauber up here. Bacon does dive into the pits. Let's see. How close will it be? Postman comes out the final corner. He'll have a bit of slipstream from the Kick Sauber. Let's see. Does the undercut work? Bacon is now about to cross the pit exit line. Does he clear him? Oh, it's going to be close. Postman is there. Oh, and Bacon comes out ahead just slightly. It didn't quite work, but Postman did gain some time. Now they both have to clear this Kick Sauber on older tires, older hards. I think there should be one more pit cycle unless I can try to nurse these tires. I don't think it'll work very well, though. Ooh, Postman is gaining. Does he try to make a move, maybe? This is for the provisional race lead. He's sticking pretty close. Both in the dirty air. DRS open for the both of them. Postman on the burners. Can he make a move? He goes down the inside. Can he hang it around the outside? No, he doesn't. Bacon clears him back. Bacon will have the DRS off this Kick Sauber. Looks like he might be passed by them both here. Oh! Big slide from Postman out the final corner. And that's going to bring him out of it a little bit. Whoa! A lot of erratic movements from the Kick Sauber as Bacon almost plows into the back of him, but he does get the move done. That was some interesting defense there. He moved quite aggressively twice there. That was the important move for Bacon. Now he has a little more clear air in front if he can get by the McLaren. Postman, he needs to hustle. He needs to get by this Kick Sauber. He's costing him too much time now. That gap down to almost 0.8 of a second as he goes down the inside through here. Ooh, contact with the bolt. They're both off the track. As the Kick Sauber is off. Oh my goodness. And did he get hit? I can't tell. I don't think he did. But it was very close. So that was interesting from the Kick Sauber. Too questionable. I'm not sure if he turned in there. That was interesting. Prix now. Okay, now we have a battle for our current race lead. Not provisional. Big B gets right back by Prix again from that main straight DRS zone. And now Postman has about a 2.5 second gap that he needs to make up that he lost from that incident with Razor. Very questionable there. See if he can gain it back. Bacon is gaining heavily on the McLaren though. Caution sector 1, it looks like. Oh, another Kick Sauber Oh no, another car tired in the same spot. It's a kick Sauber this time. Does that bring a safety car? Or is it another VSC? If it's a VSC, these hard runners might want to look into pitting as they can keep the race lead. Looks like we have a person diving into the pits for a set of mediums. Do any one of these guys come in and try to lose the least amount of time possible? They had 5 seconds that they need to gain. The track hasn't gone green yet. Do they dive in? Looks like they both will. Let's see just how much time they lose. Oh, Prid gets a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane. Oh no. That's not a good way to return. But they will get back, I think, just slightly ahead. Oh no, Bacon should get back in front of them, I think. Yep. Bacon gets back out in the provisional race lead. Postman, though, gets back out in P4. Prid does have a penalty, so he is technically P3 right now. But that incident with the kick Sauber definitely costed him a ton of time. As now the guy who's battling for the lead is now 2 whole cars in front of him. If those two in the middle of those two have the better tire, the track has gone back green. Let's see if what we can see here. That is their mandatory 2-tire compound rule. There's no shot those mediums are getting to the end. They will have to pit again. Most likely same for the hards. But now Big B is in contention for the race win because of that safety car timing. Prid needs a full safety car desperately, try to shake off this 10-second. Styled Harmony is in the pits for a fresh set of softs. Interesting. Alright, Bigsby looked like he will easily get by Prid here. Not Prid, sorry, Bacon. Down the inside and clear. Does Prid make the move on his teammate? No, he does not. Might be playing a bit of a team game, but he does have the equal tires for to keep up with Bigby. Not sure if those hards right now will keep in check. They're 4 laps older. Purple sector 1 for Bigsby. He's on a flyer right now. The McLaren will let him by. Oh my goodness. Bacon getting held up right now by Styled Harmony in the McLaren. And that will bring him out of DRS. A lot of lapped car incidents here. Another lapped car we have here. Ferrari of Hoops, who had a decent starting position. And he got caught up in a turn 1 melee. Razor gets a 3-second for multiple warnings. Bacon is now 2 seconds behind Bigby for the race lead. This is all some sort of dream scenario for him. Now he's got the gap to break the DRS, but he does have lap traffic to manage, I think. Actually, never mind. His teammate's the next lap traffic ahead. Caution in Sector 1. What could that be? I think we're okay. Very interesting so far with some of these moves that have been done during the race. Postman needs a good finish, though. He could possibly go to the lead of the championship. As the leader in the championship has a DNF under his belt, that will be 0 points, I'd imagine. If Bacon can put any bit of a chase on, I don't think he can. As it looks like the kick Sauber went off again at the same spot that he made contact with Postman. 2 Alpines are going to switch spots. Prid goes back to the lead Alpine car. With that 10-second, he's not really going to finish that high. unless he gets a safety car to neutralize that penalty. But he does have the equal tires to the race leader. So maybe he plays a bit of team game here and goes to get the Red Bull. Bring him back to Bacon. Those mediums will die out pretty fast. Prid now with the purple sector 1. So yeah, Prid is going to catch pretty quickly. Bacon just has to stay ahead of Postman. Prid already back within 1.3 seconds. He's closed about 7/10 this lap. Oh, Bigby, let's see how much more he can close. He's kept his teammate in the DRS. So Bacon won't be that far behind. Leading his teammate back nicely to the leader here. Let's see if he can make any more inroads on this lap. Bigby on his battery, not really. Prid is, though. Down to 1.2. Just needs to get in that DRS range. And his work would have been done. It looks like Mercedes might fall off the top of the constructor standings. Ferrari will probably be the one to move to the front. Another caution, sector 1 is McLaren on. Another, what is this, another VSC? Oh my goodness. So styled harmony is off. Let's see, do any of these drivers make their final pit stops? 16 laps, I'm pretty sure a set of hards can make... Oh, wait, but Pug. I mean, Pug hasn't really pit yet. Bigby's in. Prid is in. Bacon is staying out. That is probably smart. He's probably going to have a service penalty. Yep, Prid will serve that penalty and stay in the race. But a VSC, well, he's not really going to get that time back, but he'll lose less of it. To come out of the pit lane. There's Roscoe. Alright, so he's going to try to nurse mediums to the end for 16 laps. I don't know if this is going to be... Oh, and Pritkin gets a drive through for speeding under the VSC. Just served his speeding in pit lane penalty, and now he gets a speeding under VSC. How unfortunate for Pritking. That's his race pretty much over. Let's see if Bigsby can make this gap back up. Instead of 20, it's now 10. It's basically cut that in half. But he does have pressure from behind. More importantly, can he get... Oh, Bigsby's left the session. Did he disconnect? Uh-oh. I think he might have disconnected. Oh, and Hoops gets another 10 second for speeding in pit lane. No, I think he's fine. Defending pretty hard, but gets cleared by the McLaren. So Bacon back into the race lead. Prid now back in the pit lane, so that is him serving his drive-through. Let's go. Let's see if any one of these guys here. Bigsby needs to clear this McLaren quick because he needs to try to close this 10-second gap. Those hards are definitely not it right now. 9 laps done on them, but I doubt he can make it to the end on them. I don't see a way. Bacon's just extending his lead right now. He's extended it by almost 7 full tenths that lap. Postman, though, moving. Gonna try to wrap around the outside of Bigsby and the Red Bull. Still side by side for the both of them. Can they keep it clean through here? Postman around the outside, which turns into the inside. Doesn't clear him, and they make contact. Contact, and Bigsby loses his front wing end plate. Not sure who's at fault there. Postman looks to be uninjured, but Bigsby is, well, pretty wounded. Missing a front wing end plate, and now he is nearly out of DRS and most likely will lose it due to damage. Rather unfortunate. Unless Bacon can nurse those hards to the end, I do not see a way he can, I don't see a way he stays. Maybe the mediums can go 16, but I do not think they can. It's going to be close. Any other VSC, then it's pretty much race over. There needs to be a full safety car for this to work. Down the inside goes Postman on the McLaren, and he clears him for turn 1. Now he has to go try to put dents in that pretty big gap that Bacon has built up from staying out under our last VSC. Can he get it done? Bigsby still hanging in strong. I think Yair just got past Razor down into T1 around the outside, and he clears him now into turn 3. So Haas will get a nice set of points from this. He is also missing a front wing end plate, so it's pretty good progress so far. Prix is behind these two, not that far back, so he's going to have some time to make up. Hug in the Williams is going to try to also nurse some mediums to finish. You see, Postman is putting some inroads on my gap, but does he have enough time? Can Bacon nurse those tires to the end? He's already broken the DRS to the McLaren. The McLaren looks like he's going to try to defend from the Red Bull. The Red Bull goes around the outside, and he's going to clear the McLaren, who's on the older medium tires. So let's see if he can drop him out of DRS. Bigsby needs to get back into the DRS of Postman. Postman is making time on Bacon. Down to 9.1. See if this gap can go any lower. Now under 9 seconds. Making good time. Really have the tire left for it though. Bacon making a big gamble to stay out, but this gap just keeps coming down and down. Yeah, big times being gained through sector 2 and 3. Down to 8.6 seconds. 8.5. 4. It's just gaining. Down to 3 now. Postman using everything he's got. Dropped Bigsby by almost 1.7 seconds now. On a charge to try to regain the race lead. He lost quite a few laps ago. The laps are winding down. Soon we're going to be under 10 laps to go. Does he have the time? Under 8 seconds already. Postman is on a charge right now. No errors. He needs to be absolutely perfect these final few laps for this to have a chance of working. He's tearing through that gap. Bacon's having to manage his tires super hard. All that early battling would not have helped Postman. .8 seconds. He's gonna have battery to kill down the straight. And he does just that. 7.7, 0.6, 0.5. Yeah. Just trying to make as much time up. Another close battle we have here. Ooh, it's a three-way battle. Prix has now officially joined the fight. The air might be in a bit danger here. Sitting duck kind of without the DRS. Prix now on the battery. Gaining so much on Razor and kicks over. He's gonna clear him. Nope, Razor is still there on the inside. The Prix is gonna clear him on the exit with the superior tires. You know, 6-lap old mediums. The air is up next though. The air has front wing damage. See if Prix can recover. He's gonna have 14 seconds to cut into. It's a Pug, but I'm not sure that can be done. Pug is holding a pretty respectable pace right now. Let's see if Prix can make the pass now. For 6th, he just has to hang on a little bit longer so he can get that next DRS zone. Try to close up to his rear wing. If he does. Oh, he's getting back on the battery. Let's see, does he go for it in the stadium section? No, he doesn't. He waits for the main straight. Caution sector 3, we have a Red Bull around, I think. That's a person. Just looped it at the exit of the stadium section. He's okay. Go DRS open on the main straight. The air, can't really do anything. Yeah, you got the air, yeah. Okay, he goes in the pits. Oh, but he gets a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane. How unfortunate. Prix now has 14 seconds to try to discover. Not sure how that will be done. These laps tick down. We are now officially inside the 10 laps to go. Pretty spread out field. 3 DNFs so far. Let's go back with Postman. Postman has continued to chip away at that gap, sitting just on the 7-second border, marginally just under. Whatever he's doing is working. His time is quickly running out. Bigsby isn't really moving much from where he is, so he's kind of just in no man's land at the very moment. Postman is the fastest car on track right now, I believe. Now officially under 7 seconds. It's going to be close. If he gained a second a lap, he'd be there with 2 to go. It's going to be very, very close. Bacon is somehow making his hard stretch. I wonder what his tire wear is at right now. Almost 5/10 down on his best lap, I think. We'll take a look at the lap times. Let's see. On average, just how much faster Postman is going. Out the final corner. Let's see. What lap does Bacon do? Bacon does a 13.6, almost a second slower than what he does. What his fastest was. 13.3. On average, 0.3 a second faster. Not sure if that will be enough. He's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. Gap down to 6.4. Those mediums might be starting to die out. But those hards are super old. Pretty sure they are the oldest tires in the field right now. Bacon, the only one opting to not pit under that VSC, I believe. It's been a pretty good effort from him so far. Postman needs to get this gap under 6 seconds soon. You can see him. I lied, he can't. Still just slightly out of view. Another caution in sector 1. Looks like there's a kick Sauber in the... Oh, spun round. As he needs to wait to rejoin the track. Now he rejoins. Ooh, he's spinning. Okay, he rejoins the track safely. No major incident, just close call. His heart's probably on the verge of exploding. 5.7 the gap is now. Postman is still on a tear. 6 laps to go. He really does need an average of almost a second a lap now, so he really does need to keep it moving. Any error Bacon makes is just more motivation for Postman. He's still gaining heavily. Oh, but that gap has risen a little bit now. Postman makes a slight error, I think. Maybe Bacon's picking up the pace, who knows? Postman's still keeping the gap, just under 6. But his time is running out. He's pretty much guaranteed himself second right now. But he's trying to just look to convert that pole to the win. Pug is back in the pit lane. He and Prid are on same lap old tires. Prid might just try to stay out. Looks like Prid will get back by. Pug is going to go on softs for P5. Prid has 18 seconds to find on the McLaren. Caution in sector 2. Oh no. Kick Sauber has retired. Well, that is not good. Postman has just gone by him. Oh yeah, he just stopped on track, I think. I think it's just going to be yellow. I don't think there's any VSC or anything. So they can keep it pushing. Yep, green track. That's all to play for. Lap 32. 4 laps to go. And Postman really hasn't been moving around from this 5.6, 5.9 gap. It's kind of just holding steady there. I think Bacon's starting to pick it up a little bit. Will his strategy of staying out work? I mean, those early battles with those medium runners kind of just costed them time to start gaining. Postman is still trying to do everything he can. Down to 5.5, back up to 5.6. Looks like Poops now. He cut away from the leaders. He looks like he's about to make a move now. Progress further into the points. Right person. Ferrari versus Red Bull. Does he get the move? Down the inside into T1. He hits the inside wall. And he goes out wide. Oh my goodness. Godsend of a move that just wasn't meant to be. And now he will carry front wing damage. I don't know if he made contact with a person. Roscoe will be trying to... Roscoe... I don't think Roscoe has damage, does he? No, he does. He does have front wing damage. I was going to say he could have used that to try to catch Hoops for a podium... not a podium. Points position. A person a full minute behind Fred. So that might not happen. Pug is going to try to cut into this gap that he left Prid with. Let's see. He had 14 seconds to Prid. Down to 2.6. Yeah, he has the fresher soft, so he might be able to make a late charge to get that P5 back. So there's a bit of a gamble from him, too. He is much quicker now than everyone else on track. Everyone else is on super old tires. He's already half a second up on his best in Sector 1. Ooh, I lied. He's down now. Just half a second of last lap, I think. But the gap is down to 2.2. It is shrinking. Bacon crosses the line to start another lap. 2 laps. 3 laps to go, actually. The Postman hasn't gotten it to below 5. Looks like Bacon might be safe. Fred is in the pits for soft tires. Looks like Pug is getting super close, down to 1.8. Looks like he might have a chance of getting Prid back for that P5. Time is winding down though, so he's gonna have to make super quick work of it. Bacon about to encounter some lap traffic, and Roscoe, let's see how much. Let's see if Roscoe will make it any tougher for him. Roscoe's kind of just still up there. I think Roscoe might be in the pits. Yep. And back in the pits goes Roscoe. Team Pug has officially made it into the DRS zone. Ooh, and Postman is in the pits. Postman in the pits. What does he go to? He goes to softs. This is interesting. He's going to come out 4th. So Postman might be just going for fastest lap here. Lap 35. That's a bit late. He can't get those spots back now. Bigsby gets promoted to 2nd. So that charge is now officially over, but okay, Roscoe will let him go. Pug gets by Prid. Prid is still trying to put up a fight. I think Pug is just going to clear him, though. His tires are just too good. Let's see what Postman can do. I don't know what he can. Well, I don't know what he could do with just a lap and a half left, really. I think that is Bacon at the top of the map. About to come around to start the final lap. I mean, this is a pretty big gamble from Postman. I mean, he wasn't really getting pulled on, but there's a chance he does lose out on the P2 he was in for that gamble. He hasn't gotten in the DRS of the McLaren, so he's gonna have to make that pass work now. Doesn't look like he'll get the Red Bull back. So Postman is just giving up P2. But does he go for the fastest lap to try to make up for it? Who knows? Prid in the DRS of Pug. Does he have enough to get the move done? It doesn't look like it. Here's Postman. Let's see if he has anything left in the bag to make a move. It's a purple sector 1. Oh, but he runs into the back of him. He's able to carry so much more speed, but he just runs into the back of him. Now he'll go down the inside here of Who-Man in the McLaren, and he'll get the move done. But we turn our attention to the race leader. He's coming around the banking. What a collected drive. Bacon is going to win the Dutch Grand Prix with a brilliant strategy call to stay out on that final VSC. No one can catch him. Bigsby will come round to finish 2nd for Red Bull Racing. 18 seconds adrift, but he does get a top 2 podium spot, and Postman comes across the line to take 3rd. McLaren, Who-Man 4th. Pug coming around the final corner to finish 5th. Can Prid get him for 5th maybe? Nah, not enough. Prid for 6th on his return to FRL. Basically FRL. Oops. Let's see. Fred crossed the line. A-person along. Roscoe's crossed the line. Still waiting on Hoops. A-person. Yair gets him 10-second for an unserved time penalty. But that won't really do anything. Fred is 40 seconds adrift. Our final 2 finishers, A-person and Hoops, across the line to close out our points positions. Ooh, and the wall goes Hoops. What a drive from Bacon! Wow, that was. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work, but like Postman stalled out toward the end. What a drive! What a freaking strategy from Bacon! Wow. Brilliant win. That's gonna propel Alpine up. Let's see who gets some accolades here. So Bigby gets the fastest lap. Yair, driver of the day. Pug with the most overtakes, and who man in the McLaren with cleanest driver. Wow. He made the one stop work. That was just that I don't know how he did that. That is a brilliant effort. Absolutely beautiful drive from Bacon. What a drive. Wow. That concludes it for what is that? Round 5 of the No Limit Racing Esports. Was this Formula 2? Wow.